So if I may ask, how old are you now?
I was 90 in October and Rena was 90 in June. I don't feel 90.
Yeah, when I was only 17.
As a boy coming up to Chilmark, and I think there might have been tarred roads as far as West Seabury, and they didn't have any electricity up here till in the 30s, I think. My father was born in Montclair, New Jersey. My mother was born and brought up on the Vineyard. Her folks were Lamberts, which they got the name of Lamberts Cove. See, I got out of college in '36, and there weren't even jobs around then. You could pick up something for 25 cents an hour, make some money. I went to the Oceanographic in Woods Hole. I was about to be drafted, and they said the work I was doing over there was more important to the Navy, so I got a deferment. I was all ready to go, but I mean, they had a party for, okay, Aussie out. During the Second World War, I was head of the civil defense, which you'd have to go around check and see if people had the shades down at night and all of these different things. Then answer calls, and Renee was home with babies, then scared to death. I can remember seeing a vessel burning off Millman's. I assume it was a torpedo. Then you drove your car with no headlights. You maybe allowed a flashlight or something. Once in a while somebody hit a tree. I was chief for 15 years, and volunteer fire department. I didn't get a penny. Some of the boys said, we ought to get a little pay. I said, look, wait till we get everything the fire department needs through the town and so on, and then we'll start thinking about it, which now they get paid some. Met my wife at the tavern. They used to have special dances Memorial Weekend. She came with somebody else. I was a little bit interested and asked her for a dance and finally got it. She didn't like me to talk some of this. Then I asked her for a date. I didn't know who you are. That didn't make a difference. They didn't know Columbus. He took a chance. So she took a chance. And then we started. That was back in 1938.
What are some of your favorite spots? I mean, in Chilmark, what are some of the most beautiful spots, do you think?
Keith's Farm on Middle Road. When I went there was just that one field behind the barn that was cleared. I did the rest of it. Yeah, and I couldn't get Mr. Keith to buy me the kind of machinery I wanted, and it was hard work. I had a tractor with lights on it. I used to go out 10 o'clock or so at night, mowing brush and whatever, and I went into a branch one day and I broke the lights. I probably cussed a little, and I sat there for a minute. You damn fool, don't get them fixed. And the lights were never fixed, and I never went out at night again. But it was a wonderful place to bring up a family. They had their own things to do, different interests. Douglas Carr's helper was nature, and Marie had a horse, and she had a place she used to go, Secret Valley. The corner was always called Beetlebung Corner. So we just let it go along with that Beetlebung Farm. Probably 40 years ago, roughly. 6 acres and a big barn and a house, $20,000. And then we got going with the garden through Renee's brother, and it developed into Marie having it. I could pick up $6,000 or $7,000 in the summer at my age for my flower garden. It was a mixture of everything, dahlias, sunflowers, glads, and all cut flowers. People pick their own, leave the money. Honor system. This is a good story for you. Parents would bring little kids over to see me milk a cow. Summer kids. Almost every summer they bring a group over, and I'd take them around the farm, the garden, and whatever. We had white-faced Hereford cattle. Mr. Keith introduced some Black Angus. And the Black Angus were over here, the white-faced over here, until they had children. The calves would play together, and that brought the whole group together. I use that for an example with the children. There were some black children there and so on. And I said it's the same thing when we went to school. You heard at home you're not supposed to play with a Portuguese or a black or whatever and whatever. And I say you go to school and you make your own friends, which I thoroughly believed in. Well, it's a peaceful atmosphere. Midnight in Schumacher is 9 o'clock. Out goes the lights. And for my 90th, they had it down at the Scott's house, and there must have been 45 immediate family. I told them, I said, now look, if I hadn't met Rena, none of you people would be here. We got a lot of them. We got, 15 grandchildren, and I think 11 great-grandchildren. And I tell Rena there's a lot of potential there. Some of them not married yet, there's potentials.
Won't you believe that the ones in between, ones that are blind, fickle faith, cynics at sea,